family, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalust. The 50 Cent docuseries has erupted in a war between 50, Ja Rule, and Marlon Wayans. But there's some old tea from Floyd Mayweather, Vivica Fox, and 50 Cent's baby mama, Shaniqua Tompkins, that may explain where the real Diddy 50 Cent beef may have really started. But before we get into it, please hit that like button. Now let's get into the mess. Hey y'all, so this is gonna be a long one, but stick with me. Y'all gonna love it when I get to the tea. Okay, so people are divided on whether or not 50 Cent went too far in exposing Diddy. Some industry folks are saying he's a hypocrite because he has also been accused of DV against both of his baby mamas, Shaniqua Tompkins and Daphne Joy. 50 is saying that he doesn't like Diddy because he offered to take him shopping years ago, and as a heterosexual male, I can see him being mad about that. But come on, 50, really? To this extreme? It's got to be deeper than that. People close to his camp said it is deeper. So let's get into folks that know the real Curtis James Jackson III. So we're going to start with his baby mama, Shaniqua Tompkins. She recently came out during this Diddy scandal and reminded folks that 50 has allegedly had his own DV allegations, not once but twice. She posted on her IG page about some incidents with her and 50 back in the day, and some of the content creators reposted it, right? And they were threatened with legal action, and they were made to take the videos down by someone purporting to be representing 50 Cent or G Unit, somebody. But they made those content creators take those videos down under the threat of a lawsuit. So I don't know if her video is still up, but here's a headline from one of the articles back in June of this year. I'll put a link in the description and you can read it for yourself if you didn't see it before. And the headline of that particular article was 50 Cent's baby mama Shaniqua Tompkins claims rapper physically assaulted her, lied about the pow-powing, and burned her house down. Now, these are old allegations. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about them before, but she had come forward this year and started talking about it again. So allegedly, Shaniqua came out about why she thinks 50 is so pissed with Diddy. She suggested that 50 Cent's relentless public commentary and obsession with Diddy's legal troubles stems from his anger and embarrassment over Joy's testimony and his own past interactions with Diddy's circle. And Joy would be Daphne Joy. It goes on to say, in the course of her comments about the Diddy situation, she made various serious allegations about her ex 50 Cent, including claims of physical and emotional abuse, even while she was pregnant with their son Marquise. She alleged that the district attorney's office tried to get Joy to testify against 50 Cent, but she declined. It goes on to say that Tompkins claimed that 50 Cent once hired Misa Hilton, now y'all know Diddy's former stylist and the mother of his eldest son, as his own stylist, simply to sleep with her and extract private information about Diddy. Now, see, this is why all of this goes back to that DJ, and we're gonna talk about DJ. DJ is Daphne Joy. Tompkins has framed her statements as speaking her truth, the unspoken series after years of silence, saying she now speaks out not for drama, not for revenge, but to expose the true character of her ex-partner. So if these allegations are true about Curtis, damn, should he be standing in judgment of Diddy like Marlon Wayans is saying? So when he mentioned karma, if you go back and look at it from the religious perspective in Hindu, it simply means for every action, there will be a reaction. Karma can be good or bad. We all live in a karmic state with our actions. So I don't know why 50 and others got so pissed about it. I mean, it's kind of true. As a result of 50 doing this docuseries on Diddy, people from the industry that know way more than we do are now exposing his misdeeds. That would be an instance of karma, And I think what they're simply saying is, yeah, Diddy should have been exposed, but should 50 have been the messenger? Wrong messenger. That's how I'm reading it. I don't think people are necessarily defending Diddy, but they're saying, bro, you just as bad. That's what a lot of people are saying. So Marlon started with this whole karma statement and 50 kicking a man while he's down. 50 responded with, keep my name out your mouth, bruh, okay? So people forget Marlon goes way back with Biggie and Tupac. So he does probably know a lot of their inner circle secrets. But it sounds like some people are saying, 50, you just as bad. So 50 posts a picture of Marlon Wayans sitting in rainbow balls and the rainbow flag, rainbow colors, right? Insinuating he's part of the LGBT community. But I understand that Marlon did it. He did the photo shoot in support of his trans son. As a parent, I totally understand Marlon. Shout out to him for doing that. 50, on the other hand, publicly has berated his son and doesn't have a relationship with him. So as a parent, I support Marlon. If my daughter came out as gay, I always told her I'd wear the rainbow flag and everything for her and let God be the judge. I'd fight bumblebees for mine. So I can't knock Marlon for doing that. 50, I mean, do you have a relationship with your oldest son? Not so much. And it's so public, it's really pathetic. So they're going back and forth. And then Ja Rule enters the chat with some old tea on 50. So he posts pictures of 50 showing how close he was with Diddy. You know, he posted a picture just showing their history, you know. And he says, let me be clear. This isn't about Diddy. He's already in jail serving time as he should be. This is about this sucker Curtis acting like he's hip-hop moral savior, going on TV with them tight-ass nasty suits and that big-ass jughead when you're no different, allegedly. So I think that's what people are saying. Like, 50, I mean, yeah, you've done some great things with your shows and everything, but really, you have a history too. Now, has there been a conviction? No, but it took a long time for Diddy to get his karma as well. You know, 50 is trying to say that they were AI, but I don't think so. Especially the one in the hot tub. He's saying that was AI, but I don't know about that. So Ja Rule says, another one, we need justice for all these women. Let's not be selective with our outrage when it comes to abusers. People are scared to speak out on Curtis, so I will. So this is kind of the same thing that happened to Diddy. It took Gene Deal years ago to start this whole, you know, talking about Diddy and the things that he had done. And so now things are starting to slowly leak out about 50 Cent. So Ja Rule posted an old bankruptcy article. It says 50 Cent bankruptcy case reopened to consider abuse allegations. And with that, there's a bankruptcy. It shows the notice of bankruptcy and all that stuff. And allegedly what he's saying is that 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy to avoid some of his cases and the abuse allegations. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't do a deep dive into that, but it looks like 50 does have some old dirt. Like, damn, you know? So then let's go. We kind of building up to where some of this is all coming together. So we see like a lot of pictures. 50 and Diddy were really close. And it's looking like, I mean, it's looking like you could have been part of his little circle, if you know what I mean. Look at them photos and observe them and come to your own conclusions, okay? 50, you was up under this man like anybody else. So were you upset that he asked to take you shopping? I'm not buying that. It's deeper than that. So now the old receipts are coming out. We are all seeing, and we know that at one point 50 and Diddy did rock together very closely. Like, you could see the power dynamic. 50 was up under Diddy. Were you one of his little... Anyway, too many old photos are floating up. And I don't believe they're all AI. So where did the relationship really sour? 50 says it was when Diddy offered to take him on a shopping spree. But I don't believe that, because if you look at these photos, Diddy was doing a lot for you, sir. You were definitely in Diddy's orbit, and he was the power, the top at that point. But y'all, let's keep going back to some OT. So we gonna land in a minute. So y'all remember when Vivica Fox was making those allegations, kind of making it sound like 50 played for both sides? Let's go back and look at that little video.
What were your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuaing that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh!
What are you insinuating?
Well, I mean,
He gave you...
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear. So
you mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
yes,
the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
So she was saying, she was saying that 50 like a little bit of salad tossing or a play, right? Now, y'all, don't you think that's crazy that she was saying that 50 kind of liked his little, backyard play? And he posted this. Shout out to MREC TV. He found the post. So 50 had posted this. I feel sorry for you ends who ain't me-ish. I got this freak licking on my a-hole right now. Just thought I'd share that with you. But now we got Vivica saying, he likes a little bit of a-play. And then we got him posting saying somebody licking his hole. Okay. Now, I mean, it's kind of the whole stuff. All of these things y'all been saying about Diddy. And this was back in the day. So now we gonna fast forward and tie it all together. why people think that 50 Cent is really salty about Diddy. Let's go. Okay, let me remind you guys. Back in the day, if y'all don't remember, DJ, Daphne, used to be part of Floyd Mayweather's camp. Now, apparently, allegedly, what people are saying is she was one of the Vegas girls, like, pass around. She do what she do. We are going to read this article and get into some of the allegations made by Floyd Mayweather about 50 Cent, DJ, and why 50 may really, really be upset with Diddy. Okay. Boxer Floyd Mayweather and rapper 50 Cent, aka Curtis James Jackson III, reignited their longtime social media spats this weekend, with the two trading barbs and herpes, DV, and illiteracy. Both Mayweather 41 and 50 Cent 43 continued feuding on Instagram Saturday, with the former The Money Team friends laying into each other's private lives. In a lengthy Instagram post, Mayweather went after Curtis' confidential informant Jackson and his relationship with he and Shaniqua Tompkins' son Marquise. In response, the get-rich-or-die-trying rapper went after Mayweather's alleged inability to read or write. Mayweather posted this. I'm just going to read the highlights, the things that, I'm just going to read the highlights. You're mad because your oldest son Marquise's mother doesn't want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh and blood, don't want nothing to do with you. So Mayweather goes in on him. Your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell it, and you think that's gangster. Where at? You're currently living in an effing apartment in Jersey, and you're always in somebody else's business just to stay relevant. You should just become a blogger because it's obvious you should just become a blogger because it's obvious you don't have nothing going on in your life. Are you mad that Kanye West ended your career? Floyd wrote in the lengthy Instagram post showing an edited version of 50 Cent's album cover. Mayweather also name-dropped fellow boxer Mike Tyson before going on to point out 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy in 2015. He also made a vague reference to 50 getting an STD. Now, this is where people saying why 50 is really pissed. People are saying he's mad because Diddy took, DJ and let it out. But more than that, this is where, come on y'all, follow me. This is why people are saying he's really, really pissed. You're always talking about somebody's broke, but the last time I checked, it was you that filed for bankruptcy. So quick to gossip like a bee. Why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes from DJ? Why don't you tell everybody how you got the Slurpees from DJ? Okay? So people that know the background and know the history say it all has to do with the fact that not only did Diddy take this chick and turn her into a trick, just turn a house, she wasn't a housewife, but just turned her into a 304, but she also allegedly, possibly, maybe, gave 50 the slurps. That would piss me off too. I mean, take my girl, put her, this is his baby's mom. He got her out here turning tricks. And she done gave him that little package. Not that one, but another one. So y'all, I know this was a long one. Y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. So I think that it really does have to do with DJ. I think that's why 50 is so salty. I think that's why he is relentlessly going after Diddy. Because I'm sure some other dudes out there that have done stuff to him. Diddy deserves to be where he is. Hell, that's what the jury says. So that's what it is. But 50 really, y'all. So anyway, jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.